Welcome back to the program. Now, some may be familiar with the Israeli martial art Krav Maga. It is a hand-to-hand combat system known for its aggressiveness.
But there is another one, a lesser-known martial art from Israel called kapap. And unlike Krav Maga, kapap is developed more for self-defense than offense.
And Avi Nadia, co-founder of Modern Kapap, told us more about the art form along with his disciple, Chye.
Kapap is a very old in the history of Israel, even before Israel born. Israel was born in 1948. And already in 1930, 1935, they start to settle in Israel by Jewish people. And of course, it gets to different problems in the area. And a lot of time, those people to defend themselves, mostly around the 40s, they study like stick fighting because a lot of them were shepherd and they had on the field.
Right.
So the most common in the field is two things, is a stick and stones. So a part of kapap was even the art of stones, how to throw stones, how to use stones for self-defense, and mostly sticks.
I mean, how does this compare to the traditional art forms like Taekwondo or, Shaolin Kung Fu, where there are usually certain patterns or styles?
Yeah.
Does a kapap also have that? Do you have certain patterns?
Okay. My own background, I'm a traditional martial artist. I spent the first 25 years of my life, getting my black belts in Taekwondo and things like that. So I have a lot of respect for it. However, I find that because Taekwondo itself is not complete, for example, what happens when somebody takes you to the ground? Right? There's no ground fight because it's a sport that stand up. What happens if somebody pulls a knife, all right? And you have no choice but to fight. So in that respect, kapap is a much more complete system. And the second point is, as what Sinsei Avi mentions, we target pressure points, we target soft tissues. Traditional martial art, as what we practice today, is more like a sport. So they hit the head, they hit the body, and some parts you cannot hit, like the groin and the back and things like that.
And those are the areas where you actually inject maximum pain, don't you?
Yeah, we're more vulnerable in those areas,
yes, that's right. You can't build resistance against those.
So it means you don't have to be physically strong. You can actually be, any person can sort of inflict a sort of pain in the other person.
Correct. And most of our students are like you, professionals, ladies. We do a lot of ladies self-defense. For example, our program is used by the Girls Brigade, Aware, and other ladies group as well. Yeah.
That's right. It will be very useful. Dangerous world of men out there. Anyways,
That's right.
maybe you can show us a few moves on how we can protect ourselves and defend ourselves.
Sure. Sinsei?
Yeah. Can you do a short demonstration?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, everything is on the concept that the human weapon is the brain. So every time when he attack me, no matter he attack my neck, I will try to attack his brain by let him know that, you see, I attack the sensors, which is the ears and the audio, and also the balance of the body, then the eyes. I drop the glass or I hit the eyes. Nose, which is the smell. Face, which is the test of blood that he will get in his mind. And then I'll switch. It's called the up and down principle because his brain told him he'd been attacked up, then I will attack down. And then again, I'll attack up, for example, and then, for example, a trap. And now once he's trapped, you could do either restrain or either aggressive.
So it's really a 360 kind of attack, but when you're least expecting someone to attack you there.
Right.
Yes.
Does that work for someone who's much bigger or taller or so?
Yes, I can tell because almost everyone is bigger than me. It's always war. And you asked me about the traditional martial arts, so I'll show you something. For example, traditional martial art, if you punch, we will do this thing and we'll attack him again up. But for example, in this concept, when you attack, I'll use the same move, but again, I'll attack up and down. I will always surprise him. And a part of it is always to surprise your opponent, not to fight in his game. You always fight with the brain behind it. You always try to surprise him where he's weak, not where he's strong.
But are all the moves defensive, or are they also offensive where you attack?
No, it will be also offensive. It could be that I will attack him. If I'm in a bar, let's say that he's in my house and I think I'm a woman, I think he's going to rape me, I'm going to attack first.
Right.
I'm going to smack him and attack him first. And there's a lot of things in the body. For example, over here, there's a point that we call it the reset point or the death point. And it's very good if you have a headache. But if you don't get a headache from any position, you will see that I will hit only with 2 fingers. Try to think what happened if I really hit. and the guy will shut down. That's why it's called the...
Oh, wow.
So she will knock
that's
down.
a powerful one.
It's very
So
powerful.
if you have a headache, you massage that, it should go away. If you knock me like that, then I will have a headache, right?
No, in Chinese medicine and Japanese medicine, you massage those. That's why it's called the reset, because it's like a computer. It's reboot all your...
I understand that there's also a small tool that especially females can use when
If they're being attacked.
Yeah.
Maybe you can show us how that one
We
works.
brought that machine that it's called Spiking. It's made in Israel by Sifu Sapirtal, again, like a guy that is involved with martial art. And it starts from a situation that somebody asked his student, what's the time? And once she go to the watch to look, he trapped her like this and he tried to pull her for a rape.
Right.
And what she did, she started to squeeze him on the side with her nails and to get free. And then they start to think about that machine that it's very easy to put in your hand. And actually, just by putting it in your hand, you put on your awareness that you might be attacked, and you can hook it to your keychain, for example, and it's not, looks like a weapon, and it's not a weapon.
So how does it work?
Okay, first, if you punch a person, you see, and your hand is not well trained,
Right.
you don't need a strong bones to do it. Second, if, for example, I put it here, see, it's immediately to do. For any position that you will hug or whatever, I will find something to free.
Okay. So again, you're attacking the soft spots, like
Always
the
the
joints, the
soft.
parts where we feel a lot of pain, I guess.
Oh, that's a pretty nifty tool. But in Singapore, you know, it's a relatively safe place to live in. But I'm sure a lot of people are picking up this art form. I mean, what are the reasons or motivations behind it?
Primarily because Singaporeans, we travel a lot now. I used to work for multinationals, and we spend 70% of time overseas. Some of my colleagues were actually attacked at, both at gunpoint and without. Okay, so that's one reason. Many of our students also travel overseas for studies. I think that's another good reason why people want to learn. Yeah.
Although if someone attacks you at gunpoint, I guess the advice is you kind of give in first, right? Give your money, don't fight back.
That's a good point, because a lot of time you see people, they put a gun and they say, give me the money, and the others start to punch. And that's a worst mistake.
Yeah.
As long as it's a money, give the money and
Yeah, you can always earn money again.
Always. And you never earn enough, so it's
You can't get your life back.
Well, having said that, if you want to pick up the basic skills of kapap, is it easy to learn? I mean, how long does it take to master, perhaps?
It can take from, I would say, a course of a day, of a few hours. That, of course, will not be the same as you do a 1 week. And, of course, the more you train, the better you are.
That was Nadia and Chye showing us some kapap chops. To find out more about this extraordinary art form, you can log on to the International Kapap Federation at the website shown on screen now.
Although I think the best advice they normally give you, if you can, is the run first. Don't try and fight the guy. If they've got a gun, just give your money. Don't fight back, you know what I mean? Because
if you can run fast.
On that note, we're going to wrap up Primetime Morning for this Tuesday, 5th of April, but we're back tomorrow with another exciting show.
We'll review Avril Lavigne's latest album, Goodbye Lullaby, plus we get insights into efforts at helping children with cleft lip from the good people from Operation Smile Singapore.
And of course, Grandma's Remedies, you've heard a few of them. Are they really true? Do they really work? We'll find out all about it tomorrow. Meantime, the news continues right here on Channelnewasia. Have a good one. Bye-bye.